Hey everybody, Mari Cristante here with Bite Song Studio. I make art to help you inspire yourself daily because inspired people change the world. So today in this video, we are gonna go inside one of my images. I'm gonna take you into the creative process and how I made it, and I'm gonna share with you some nuggets of thought that I hid inside this image. And then I'll leave you with an important question to think about. But before we get started, have you ever had a dream that you were trying to scream and trying to yell, but nobody could hear you? It's like no sound was coming out of your mouth. You're like yelling for help, but it's just silent and nobody can hear or help you. I've had that dream. It's awful. It's an awful feeling to not be heard. And you know what? For so long in my life, I felt like my voice really didn't matter. I felt like I wasn't really heard or understood. I felt like there was all these things inside of me that I wanted to express myself or my thought or my opinion, but I just couldn't, whether it was from timidity or fear or just not knowing how and not believing that people actually wanted to hear it. If this resonates with you at all, then I think you're going to really like this print. The image that we're going to talk about today is called The Star Within the Roar. Here is the print right here. Now, this picture shows what I truly believe your voice and my voice to look like. You see, it's powerful and beautiful and colorful and dynamic, and it deserves to be heard into the world. But when I talk about voice, I'm not simply talking about the sound that comes out of our mouth, the words that we use. I'm talking about what our life communicates, how we're expressing ourselves to the world. Okay? And before I share about the little nuggets that I put inside this beauty, I want to take you into Photoshop and show you how I put her together. So let's go into Photoshop. Here we are in Photoshop. You can see the top layer is the final layer. I'll start removing these one by one. Those are the color layers that I adjusted to give the effect that I want. And then within here are all the different layers of glitter. How I photographed the glitter was I used a big piece of white paper and I had my camera directly above it, and I just played with the glitter, literally just did a lot of playing around and moving the glitter into different shapes and sizes. I used different colors of glitter, different textures to give it variety. And then while I can just, in Photoshop I can delete the white background and bring the layers in and play around with them, like you can see I'm doing here. So here we are, just putting all the pieces together, and I lightened up the sky a little bit and softened the background to draw more attention to the person, and some shading. That is the first picture we started with, and here is the final where we ended up. Hope you enjoyed. Well, welcome back. You see, I intentionally chose glitter to represent our voice. And here's why. Imagine if, while you're talking, glitter was literally coming off of your words and out of your mouth. Glitter. When you're talking to somebody, it gets on their hair, it gets on their clothes, it gets into their car, it follows them home, and it's constantly reminding them of the conversation that you had. Or imagine if when you're speaking and this glitter's coming out, that glitter is getting embedded into somebody's mind. It's getting filtered through somebody's body and wedged into somebody's heart. You see, I believe our words have that same ability to spread and to stick like glitter and to get into those small places in someone's life. See, this print recognizes that what we speak, what we communicate with the world has impact and value and beauty. And like glitter, it has the ability to wedge itself into the nooks and crannies in people's lives. And you see, we get to choose the words that we speak. We can choose to speak words of life, words of hope, words of light, and let them sparkle and shine and bring joy and bring hope into somebody's life. Or we can choose to speak negativity and discouragement and bitterness and frustration, and then we would wedge that into the nooks and crannies of people's life. Essentially, it's like poison. And I know you don't want to do that. Let's be people who speak powerfully, who speak loudly with light and hope and truth, right? So my question for you is this. Our life is speaking. We may not all believe that it has a high volume, that we're speaking loudly, but you are. So since your life is speaking, what is it that you want your life to speak? What is that message that you want to radiate out of your being? I want to hear what that is. So leave a comment in the section below. Tell me what you want your life to radiate, and ask yourself, am I actually speaking this with my life? Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It was fun to get to share with you. I hope you enjoyed this print and going behind the scenes with me into the star within the roar. If you think you love this print and you need this print at home with you, you can find it in various sizes on my website at bitesongstudio.com. While you're there, you can also sign up for my newsletter, where I send out weekly inspiration, brighten up your inbox, and I let you know of all my new releases. I will see you there. Meanwhile, have an incredible day, and remember to inspire yourself daily, because inspired people change the world. Thanks so much.